Closer to my dreams. Rise and shine out here, and welcome back to another segment with your girl, Nina Marie. This is your unity in the communities kind of chick. Welcome to another segment of Light Talks. Welcome, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Not just any old Tuesday, but the last Tuesday of the month of February. I don't know about you all, but can you believe that we are already getting ready to come up on the last month in the first quarter? I don't know about you all, but that just shocks me in itself when I think about it. Like, where has the time gone to, right? So, welcome back. I hope that you all have had an amazing weekend and your week is off to a great start already. But I am super excited. I am tuned in this evening from my home studio. So shouts out to Social Goats and doing what the team do so that we can do what we have to do. And I really do appreciate that. Just coming back in from the great state of Michigan. I was back home visiting. And I tell you all, what an amazing time that it always is when I get to be at home to see family, but even particularly to be able to see friends as well. So I love being at home and just getting back in from the weekend. It was an amazing time celebrating my auntie. Shouts out to my Aunt Leona and her birthday, her 60th celebration on top of her engagement. So that was super fun to be a part of. And I could not think of one more deserving than my Aunt Leona. So it was just such an amazing celebration, being able to be at home to celebrate her, celebrate life, and to see a little bit of that white stuff on the ground. I am not a cold nature person. So when I go home during the winter months, I am definitely excited to be home and even more excited to be getting back out of there. So shouts out to all of those at home that is chiming in and listening. I am even more excited as we come on my first family and friends and all girl cruise. If you have not paid attention to the social media platforms, actually, I don't think the team has even put it out there yet because we had to make a couple of tweaks. I knew with these prices, we need to add more rooms, and we have done just that. So you can expect to see tomorrow. Actually, March 1st is when it is officially scheduled to roll out. So I am so excited. Shouts out to class of 96 because I am particularly throwing a 90s party on the cruise ship, particularly celebrating my former classmates and friends that are all within that 96 era. Okay. Listen, we don't get older. We just age, and that we get graced like fine wine, if you understand what I mean. Okay. So make sure you following us on social media, on my social media accounts, which is on Facebook. That is real. Well, excuse me. On Facebook, it's Nina Marie. On TikTok, it's real Nina Marie. And on Instagram, as the kids would say, IG, it is real underscore Nina Marie. So make sure you're following me on social media because that's where all of the information starting tomorrow would be rolled out pertaining to my first family and friends and all girl cruise going to Mexico. Super excited about Cozumel, even out of New Orleans, as they say, New Orleans, baby. So leaving out of the NO area, and the price is something that you cannot get over. When you see the prices once this drops on tomorrow, you are going to be amazed and just as excited as we are. So make sure again that you're following on social media. Nina Marie on Facebook, real underscore Nina Marie on Instagram, and real Nina Marie on TikTok. So make sure you are following me on all of those platforms so that you can stay in the know in regards to the rollout of this Family and Friends and All Girl Cruise. Now, a couple of other things that I want to jump off into. So, if you've been following me at all, you will or should know at this point that Life Talks focuses on 5 key principles. We're on part 3 tonight, but we have talked and I've shared a little bit about my 5 key principles, and I would say these govern my life. These areas are in some way, shape, fashion, or form something that I live by, that I pursue on a daily basis concerning my life. There's 5 of them. Okay. So we talked about the first 2 during the last couple of weeks, which the first one was my faith. Of course, I talked about having something bigger than you that you can believe in. So if you go back, you can find my part 1 on our social media platforms under Social Goats. Okay. So make sure you are looking for the replays, because you'll have a better understanding, not only about who I am, but about these 5 principles that govern my life. So my first one was faith. My second one was my family. I'm a mother of 4, and I'm even more excited, you all. We have a family show that is getting ready to roll. I really thought we would have had it ready by the end of this month and ready for airing on yesterday, but I took the pressure off of the production team. I took it off the shoulders of just the press of it. And I just said, you know what, y'all, as long as we get this done within the first quarter, it's fine with me. So you will see our family show that would showcase me and my baby girl, Hannah, from Louisiana. Y'all can find her on social media handles as well. But it will be narrated and commentated, if you will, by me and my baby girl. But we'll share our life and our family and values and the things that govern our life and what it has looked like in our household to pursue our dreams and goals in life. I'm telling you, I always say, y'all, I'm teaching Jesus and entrepreneurship. Jesus and entrepreneurship. That's the name of the game. As my brother would say, God rest his soul. That's it. That's all. Jesus and entrepreneurship. So my family is really important to me. I'm a mother, as I mentioned, of 4 and soon to be a G. Okay. That's what my name going to be called, G, from my G baby. And family is something that has the ability to make or break you. I always say, some of us can look back over our family structure and our family lives and say, well, who need enemies when you got family? I believe that families train us up for every other aspect or walk of life that we will ever encounter. That's just Nina's philosophy, Nina 101. Okay. I am a firm believer of that. But my number 2 was family. And tonight we're going to cover part 3, which is the fitness side of life. Why? Because health is wealth. And this one, just being all honest and transparent, this one is my newest F. All of these is my Fs. But this part 3 is my newest F, because I understand that we're not getting any younger, and we're not like no cats out here. You know, cats get 9 lives, right? But we're not like no cats out here. We don't get 9 lives. We get 1, and we will have the ability to live it our way, but health is wealth. And the older I get, the more I understand that, the more I feel it, the more I see it in my everyday life. So I am very clear that health is wealth, and health is something that I am really working on diligently. We were up in Michigan this weekend, and I was able to host a ladies' night out with some family and friends. I hosted a ladies' night out, and we had the most amazing time ever. It made it amazing for a variety of reasons. First of all, because I host an array of events and lady functions, and just I travel the world doing events. And I love that. But it's different when you get to do it with your friends, with your family. And so it was so special because it was with my girlfriends. And not only were we able to host this ladies' night out, we also incorporated a fitness piece. Shouts out to FTLOD. I'm going to say it again, FTLOD, For the Love of Dance Studio. Shouts out to Molly Baskin in Flint for hosting us on Friday night, our ladies' night out at the For the Love of Dance Studio. And of course, it would have just been a no-go if we did not incorporate fitness within our ladies' night out. And what an amazing opportunity we had, not only to incorporate fitness within our own lives, but we were able to do it together. And it was so near and dear and special to my heart because of whose studio we was at. Now, reminding you, it was Molly Baskin studio, For the Love of Dance. And she is a grown woman, mother, wife that I had a privilege of mentoring since she was in the 10th grade. And what was such a amazing reflection of that is because being a mentor for the last 30 years, just about of my life, I am so clear that everything that we do in life helps prepare someone else to do whatever they're called to do. If you know anything about me and you've been in any rooms, I live by these 5 principles that I'm telling you about tonight: faith, family, fitness. We'll talk about the other 2 the next couple of weeks, which is finances, and then a whole lot of fun, i.e., self-care, right? But what really was so real for me was the fact that I am a big advocate of mentoring. I've been a mentor, as I mentioned, for almost 30 years, and I am a product of reach one, teach one, because somebody did that for me. So as a result, it was inevitable that as I grew and I got older and fell into my professional arena, my heart and my background has been mentoring and being someone that has built programs in the nonprofit sector. I have my own program. I talked about that before, the Spot International, successfully preparing our teens, that I'm even more excited about because goals really understands the importance of training up our kids. And so to be able to look at some partnerships and collaborations there with public speaking and all the things that we at times wish that we had, this is the opportunities that Spot International provides to our youth and young adults. So I was just beyond myself, you all, to really be standing in the sweat and tears and equity of her dream and go. As you listening to my background, this is one of my favorite, closer to my dreams, because each day, in each way, we should all be pursuing our dreams and goals like never before. I don't care who it is, where you at, what it looks like. If your dreams do not scare you, not big enough. So when I think about this fitness dream of mine, I'm about to be 45. I have a weight goal that I have. I have an inch. Well, I'm developing. I don't have it yet, but I'm developing inch goals. Okay. I am thinking about all of that because health is really wealth. And what good is it to have all the faith in the world? What good is it to have an amazing family with the finances and a whole lot of fun if you're not in a physical state to enjoy it? That's $1 trillion question, y'all, that I'm asking myself these days, because how am I a multi-millionaire in making and I'm not going to be around to enjoy my money? I got to get these fitness goals going on now. Let's not get it twisted, okay? I don't have no complaints out here. You know, my brothers, they keep me together. They gonna let me know if I'm gaining, if I'm losing. They keep me all together in that respect, and I appreciate that because men gonna be honest. You know, your girlfriends, they're gonna be honest too, but they, you know, we as women know how women can be, so they're gonna be very wise in how, or women. Let me just say this: a real woman is very wise in how she handles her girlfriend's weight. You know, the best thing that you can say is, are you losing? You know, something in that family. But you know, we as women, we're very conscious and cautious about that. I don't know about you all, but I have had the situation that you will look at somebody and you want to know how far along they are. Okay. Or am I the only one? Am I just the only one? Because if I am, I'm not going to impose it upon you. But I have been in the situation to where I understand the importance of being mindful of somebody else's weight. Because, like I said, you'll ask somebody how long they are, and they're not expecting at all. So women are more mindful about that type of stuff, whereas men, no offense, guys, because you know I love you, men will just, you know, tell you one way or the other. I mean, they just keep it real. Okay. So I don't have no complaints in that respect. However, I am very clear that I don't plan on going nowhere, Lord willing, no time soon. So I have to make sure that my health and my focus on my health is just as important as my dreams and goals. It's just as important as my faith walk. It's just as important as the fun that I have, my self care. It's just as important as the finances that I'm pursuing so that I can leave an inheritance for my children's children's children. hmm That type of inheritance, right? So these are the areas that help govern my life. So what do I do? Or let me ask you, what do you do? Do you have a regimen? Do you have a daily goal that helps govern your fitness world? So for me, I have within my community an area that I walk. It's probably about a 2.5, 3 mile walk that I do 3 times a week. And I also work out with Sweat with Jess. Shouts out to Sweat with Jess here in the Shreveport Bossier area. I absolutely love my cardio. It's called Ratchet Size, I believe it is, because it is dance, it is hip hop dance, but it is with other women who is not there in a judgmental state. It's a very safe zone, and I love that. And it gives you the ability dance like if it's 1999. That's what I love about it the most. I got to be honest, because I've always loved to dance. So for me, walking in a neighborhood is my go to over a treadmill or being able to be in a gym. So I'll walk 3 miles or so 3 times a week, and I will go to my exercise class with Sweat with Jess, which is just absolutely amazing. Look her up on social media. If you are in this Shreveport Bossier area, it's very affordable. I absolutely love the class, and I love the women that I get to do it with. And I guess what, ladies, I don't know not name one of them, but two. I love that because I am clear that when there's goals on the table, you don't have to do it with nobody else. It's easier and it's a lot funner if you get to do it with someone else, but it's not a requirement. Goals are goals that are personally and individually set for you. So if you're interested in joining us on a Tuesday or a Thursday occasionally, as well as Saturdays, there's several other classes that is hosted out of that facility as well. I encourage you to find it because it is the best opportunity and fun class ever. I look so forward to it when I'm local and my schedule permits me to join. I'll be super excited about it. So Sweat with Jess. And I also do some jump rope. I love to jump rope as well. And so jump rope is something that gives me the ability to not only do what I enjoy, but it's also serving as my fitness portion also. So what is your fitness goals this week or just this year? At the top of the year, everybody sets up resolutions, or shall I say resolutions. Everybody do. Okay. We all, and I say we, I don't mind putting myself in the equation because so many people do. We all set up these New Year's goals. And it is the month January, you cannot even get into the parking lot of the gym. Do you hear me? And by this time, in the last month of February, going into the 1st of March, the gym is probably as empty can be, because we'll set up these goals without, unfortunately, a real plan to achieve. And let me let you in on this secret as well for those that may not know. Do you know that goals, as cute as they are, as much as they have the ability to give you a great ROI, which is a return on investment, do you know that you don't want to do them? Or do you know that you don't want to do at times the things that it requires you to do to really accomplish that goal? I know. That is new for some of us, right? But as cute as they are, as impressive as they may sound, most of the time, somebody say most, right? Most of the time, the very thing that is a requirement for us to complete and to do to accomplish that goal, we don't and we won't. So you have to have a game plan in place that equips you with the tools and the resources that you need to complete that given task or that given goal that you have. So what are your fitness goals? There's even some things nowadays, you all, that you can even Google. They say Amazon got everything. Okay. But there's even some things on Amazon that you can sit down at your desk and move feet stuff around. Okay, like you just, like my feet is moving right now. You can move your feet and stuff around, and it will produce all of this outcome that is going to help you burn calories based on that machine that's working all of the muscles in your body, even send down. So I have no fitness goals is nonsense. There's no such thing. I don't care what age you are. Fitness has no barriers. It doesn't matter what age you are, what race you are, what size you are. All it needs is two things: a commitment and an individual that's willing to make the commitment. That's what fitness is. So, what are your fitness goals this year? If you haven't started, it's not too late. I love that a lot, because if you are still breathing, you have the ability to create the life that you say that you, making sure that you have all the tools and resources that you need with the people that can help make that a global reality. So what is your fitness goals? If you don't know them, that's okay. Reach out to me on social media. I would love for you to DM me. Let me know what they are so that I can encourage you and hold as well. What are your fitness goals this year? Mine, I got until May to work out some things. Until May, that's my birthday month. That's the big 4 or 5. Okay. Got a few months to work out some things, but it didn't start yesterday. I started before yesterday, and I started before January. but you have to set up those goals for you to accomplish what you say that you want while we're understanding that health is wealth. So make sure you are following me on my social media platforms so that you can let me know what your goals are. And you can also stay in tune with all of the things that is coming up. I'll be traveling into Orlando, Florida. There's amazing things that is coming down the pipe, you all. So make sure you're following me on my social media platform so that you can stay in the know. Okay. Again, on Facebook, Nina Marie. On TikTok, Real Nina Marie. And on Instagram, Real_Nina Marie. There's going to be information dropping regarding the Family and Friends inaugural cruise. Leaving out New Orleans, October 12th through the 16th. So stay tuned for that information. Also, you'll be seeing information coming out this month pertaining to our family show that I am super excited about. Where we'll talk about family goals, what it's been like living with mother like me, honey, all of that good stuff. I think it's just going to be great content. And it's going to serve as an encouragement to somebody else in knowing that you're not in this by yourself. So I am looking so forward to that. So make sure you stay in tune to all of that on social media as well as my LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn as well under Nina Marie. So I am so excited that you all chose to join me in next month. I am also going to be kicking off the Light Talks Ladies Edition. I am even more excited about that. It's a lot of things coming down the pipe, you all, but I'm even more excited about that because we're going to talk some relationships. That's what we cover. We talking relationships. And guys, this is why I want you to understand that this show, even though hosted by Yo Unity in the Community kind of chick, this is a show that is going to really govern, I think, what we think about pertaining to relationships. I don't know it all, y'all, but I tell you the little bit that I do know, I'm going to freely share it and willingly share it. So make sure that you are looking forward to the Ladies' Night edition of Talks as well, where we'll talk about love and love and life. That's what we'll talk about, love and life. So follow me on social media, you all. Again, thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope to see you back next week, same place, same time, and definitely same station, you all. Signing off for now. Peace.